Slurped up, my G's. Hope you're all doing good. Today I've got a cool little plugin that I want to show you, but just before we get into that, a couple of comments as always. Ryan Anderson says, really like this about the phase plant lead from yesterday. Bought phase plant ages ago, but find it less intuitive than any other synth. I definitely need to spend some time learning this synth. I agree, it can look a bit perplexing because there's so many options, but if you just think about the simplest way that you can create a sound with it and just do that, you can get some really wicked sounds out of it. You don't have to use every single little part of it, you know, but it is great. Really recommend it. Nine Wrenches, excellent video, love that sound. Just got a faceplant and we'll be using it more. Cool. Yeah, Slurpty Dub, as always, from Big Mike Briggs. I don't know why I said Big Mike. Now when you say bounce, do you mean converting MIDI to audio? Peace and good health. Yes, bouncing out is just converting the MIDI to audio. I am Protoss. It's more faceplant. Yay. Please don't stop with the Vital vids either, lol. Don't worry. Those two are my go-to synths and they will remain on the channel for a while, I imagine. I'm actually going to do some more preset packs in the future with both of them, but yeah, I've just been taking a bit of a break from making preset packs. Anyway, old ones on the website, of course, if you guys are new to the channel. I say old, they're still new presets, but there we go. Darotum, nice to see you back on the sound design vids. Great. Fenton, have you got a video on how you make the 808 bass sound? Oh, I haven't done one of those for, well, I don't think I've ever done one of those. Yeah, maybe I can try that. Did you use someone else's name but change the X to a 1? Says Lifeless999. Not sure exactly what you mean, but no, probably. Wesley Wild says, I never get why Logic and Pro Tools have such a clunky bus routing system. Fire beat lad. Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. I find it to be quite easy to use the bus routing in Logic, personally. Maybe it looks clunky, but it seems to work fine for me. Digipack says, Thatcher is right. The video I needed after my birthday hangover. Always struggling with leads. See you on Sunday. Yes, on Sunday, Digipack's also joining the group class. And I was going to do a video today on the art of layering, a little teaser for the group class, but I'm going to save all of the information I've prepared for the students on the group class, and we have got 2 slots left still. If you want to book in, you can do that down below. This Sunday evening we're doing a group Zoom where I'll be teaching for an hour or a little bit more with a Q&A afterwards to a select group of elite individuals. Well, anyway, yes, so one of the legends in my Discord, Mark Subfuse, shared a fantastic plugin which is a free plugin, and it's a free version of Trackspacer, and I've just tested it out for a brief moment. Here is the little loop that we made on the live stream. By the way, thank you everyone who was present yesterday. If you guys missed the live stream, the best way to know when I'm doing it is to put on the notification bell on my channel. When I go live, it should then give you a little notification on your phone or on your Nokia 3310. The reason is that I don't ever plan them, really. I just do them only when I have the spontaneous motivation to do a live stream, because it's not something that I am always in the mood to do. So when I have that moment where I feel like, let's do a live stream today or in the next 10 minutes, it's very, very sudden when I do them. So I'm sorry that I don't plan them out. It's just the way that my mind works. Anyway, yeah, this is the sort of beat that we made on the live stream last night. And I've just used this new plugin on a couple of things. I made a little group for the basses here. And it's called The Masker. And it's by Cinemystics. And it's apparently, I read that it was a group of university students who just built their own little plugin and made it free for everyone. And thus rendering the whole company, Waves Factory, Trackspacer, just destroying all of their profits in the process. Actually, I don't know if that's true. It's probably, the plugin is quite different. I don't think it's exactly the same, but I've tried to use it here, and I found that it works quite well. And I would say, so if you don't, if you're on Ableton or something, or actually Logic as well, if you haven't got a multi-band sidechain tool, then definitely get this one because it's free. You know, before you pay for Trackspacer, before you pay for, I use the Waves F6 still, I really like that one. But before you have to pay for one, get this one for free, and you can get, you probably go a long way with this one, I would say. It sounds pretty good so far. So basically I've used it to sidechain from my clap. So the bass and the clap, you can see the clap coming up in the yellow line, and the bass is this other one down here. So I've just selected the sidechain input. I've turned the amount all the way up. I've turned the sidechain level all the way up. And then where it says masked frequencies here, if you go the other way to reveal, it's going to actually like boost the part that needs to be sidechained. So the bass needs to come down for the clap to cut through a bit better, you know. So if I click if I go to reveal, it's going to do the opposite, you know. It's going to boost the bass with the clap, you know. But it's quite good because it shows me what area I'm working with, you know. And then I'll go down to bury, and it's only going to come down like a little bit. So what I've found with this plugin is that it will just do the bare minimum. It will like get rid of that little clash, but it won't like overdo it. It won't go any more, which is a little bit annoying because unless I haven't figured it out properly yet. But it's a little bit annoying because sometimes I like to over sidechain stuff on purpose, you know, but it won't let me go all the way. But it will get rid of these little masked clashes between your sounds, I think, quite well. Just turn the bury down, and then, yeah, I don't know if we need to use this one down here. The stereo link and cleanup, I've turned them down. I've left them down at 0 for now, and left everything else sort of at 0. So just sidechain all the way up, amount up, and then the bury all the way down. And then it's naturally almost picking the frequencies itself that it wants to sidechain, you know. But in this case, it's done a good job, because if I turn it off, then put it on, it's actually really got the clap to come through very, very nicely, and the bass, it hasn't seemed to have lost much of the bass power either. So obviously it's done a little AI thing, you know, it's picked the frequencies it thinks it needs to sidechain, and it's done it. But I do think it's done it quite well in this case. So I don't know if it's going to work on every single clash, but it worked on that one. And then I did it again over here. I did it from this. This is like a weird flute pad thing, and I sidechained this to the kick using the masker. So here I've just had the input from the kick, and here it's only doing a really, really small amount of sidechaining down here, but it does make a little bit of a difference. You do get the kick kind of popping through over the flute a little bit clearer, so it was quite good there as well. But yeah, basically those 2 times I've used it there have worked pretty well. So great recommendation for a free plugin. I would say highly recommend. If you haven't got Trackspacer or a multi-band dynamic sidechain, go and get yourself this. I'll leave the link down below. Yeah, I've only used it for 2 minutes, but what I figured out: whack the sidechain all the way up, whack the amount all the way up, select your sidechain input, turn the bury all the way down. You know, ideally I'd want to bury it more if I can, but obviously it just wants to bury it up to a point and then stop, and then that's it. I'll turn the stereo link and the cleanup all the way off as well. But that seems to have done the job in improving the mix down in both of those cases. So you have my stamp of approval, the masker. Well done. Anyway, I've actually uploaded a mix as well on our label SoundCloud. a fresh drum and bass mix with a lot of tracks from the label, and also just a bunch of other wicked D&B bangers that I love. I'm going to upload actually the mix here on the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. Should be up today or tomorrow, and you can also just listen to it on SoundCloud if you want. And give us a little follow on there. Give us a cheeky follow on SoundCloud while you're at it. Thank you very much, my G's. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Peace.